Later, she joins a desert trip with a tourist group. Suddenly, a sandstorm hits. The guide tells them, "This happens because a genie performs his dance every 1,000 years. You're lucky to witness it." Young stares blankly and mutters, "Poor thing. It's supposed to be a duet dance, but he's doing it alone. Guess this genie is even more miserable than I am." Of course, she says it completely emotionless. Don't think she actually felt sorry for the genie. When the group leaves, Young takes another path alone. Her friend texts her to ask if the trip's going well, and Young replies, "The desert is beautiful, vast, and silent, perfect conditions to plant a cactus and bury myself next to it." Her friend advises her to control her anger and listen to the ticking of her watch to calm down. Young actually tries that, but then she trips over something and falls face first into the sand. That something turns out to be a lamp. She starts angrily hitting it with all her might, imagining it's her mother, releasing all the rage she's held inside. When she finally calms down, she realizes it's just a lamp. She picks it up, turns it around, and suddenly, a genie appears. But remember, our girl Young doesn't do reactions, she does actions. No fear, no shock. She just says bluntly, "Who are you? Speak fast before I finish you off." The genie sits proudly, chest out, and replies with grandeur, "I am the devil himself, but people like to call me Genie." She doesn't care and walks away, completely unimpressed. The genie follows her, shouting, "Wait! You're the girl I've been searching for 1,000 years!" But she keeps walking as if he doesn't exist, while he stumbles after her, tripping over his long hair. And that's how Young's bizarre journey begins. As soon as she entered the room, she found him there, his long hair scattered everywhere, literally covering the entire place. He looked at her and said dramatically, 1,000 years, huh?" She replied dryly, "So your hair managed to keep growing all these 1,000 years, but your beard didn't notice? That doesn't make any sense." He frowned and muttered, "What's this embarrassment? Anyway, let's not get into details." Then he started telling her his story. He said he'd been cursed because of her 1,000 years ago. From that day, he'd been trapped inside the lamp. Every time someone found the lamp, they got 3 wishes, and he would grant them. Through the centuries, his assistant, Uncle Syed, was the one who kept him updated on the world outside. The changes, the wars, the inventions, everything. Uncle Syed even had the ability to transform into a Black Panther. One day, Uncle Syed told him, "Humans now believe in something called reincarnation, that souls can come back in another life." The genie scoffed, "What nonsense!" But from that day on, he made a vow. He would wait for her return, no matter how many thousands of years it took, and destroy her when she came back. Because to him, humans were greedy, selfish creatures, and she had proven his point. She had used all 3 of her wishes, not for herself, but to help others. And her last wish was the one that got him imprisoned inside the lamp. By the 900th year, he found a solution. He prayed to God and said, "If the one who frees me is righteous, then let me lose and stay bound. But if they are corrupt, let me win and grant me freedom." Then he looked at her and said bitterly, "And then you came along, shaking that lamp so hard you almost turned my stomach upside down. I had just eaten, woman." She stared at him blankly. "Strange. You're not scaring me, and I'm not even treating you with respect. What are you? Not human? I think I've got the wrong address." He smirked. "Doesn't matter. Corrupting humans is my favorite hobby anyway," she replied, cold as ever. "So what do you want from me?" He said, "Make 3 wishes. But you can't wish for bringing back the dead, time travel to the future, or a Nescafe 3-in-1. Anything else will be granted instantly." But Young completely ignored him. He followed her everywhere, into shops, cafes, even a jewelry store. He kept teasing her, and she snapped back at him. People around thought she was talking to herself. He suddenly laughed and said, "Oh right, forgot to mention, you're the only one who can see me." She glared